Well, hello, friends. Mark Oaks here, and as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, this literally does not work. You know what? This is where it's fun time to talk about the Dallas Cowboys, because, man, we're not dealing with injuries and things like that, and knock on wood, I'm not trying to jinx it. I am excited as can be with what we've been getting from OTAs here. My quarterback, Dak Prescott, he's back and he looks like he is good to go. We've got some players out there that seem to be feeling it a little bit and are motivated. Guys who we have thought about, it's time to move on, recognize that they have to perform better and are working to do just that. We almost feel like these guys are getting hungry. They're getting really hungry. And I had something that happened to me today that I didn't realize it at the time, but somebody brought it to my attention that it could be an omen from Dallas Cowboys greatness, and I will get to that in a moment. But what I want to talk about right now is my wide receiver, Ceedee Lamb, and now we understand why Philly 500 and crew got so upset when the Dallas Cowboys drafted Ceedee Lamb.
I fire Howard. Fucking fire. Motherfucker! Stupid motherfucker! What an idiot! What an idiot! Dallas has Amari Cooper and Gallup, but we don't need a receiver. Are you kidding me? I don't want Justin Jefferson. He's ass. He's stupid. I fire his ass. I fire his ass. I mean, Howie's got to be stupid. What are you doing? You just let Dallas take him.
We kid because we love Philly. No, we don't. We can't stand you Eagles. Let's call a spade a spade. But I got to tell you, it is kind of cool when Ceedee Lamb basically says that, where's that bracelet, that pink bracelet that says, get your popcorn ready, and then proceeds to show us what he means by popcorn ready. I love seeing that my quarterback is able to roll out and see him hit my man and see him elevate. Look at this. Ooh, let's watch it again. Oh, I can watch that all day. Let's watch it again. Let's watch it again. You see him high point the ball. I believe we got a stud in the making, guys. I think he's going to be incredible. In fact, I want to actually go to the press conference here because that is my wide receiver. Let's listen into it.
For work, it's definitely been a blessing. Obviously, seeing him going down the Giants game was definitely heartbreaking, but the way he handled adversity and the way he's, worked himself back to, feeling better and just as confident as he was going into last season, all good things.
How beneficial are these OTAs for you? Because last year, obviously, you didn't have something like this.
No, I wish I did have an OTA last year. This is definitely a lot more helpful, learning plays, just seeing the guys just move around. And I feel like the OTAs for the rookies has definitely helped a lot. I feel like a rookie just because this is my first OTA I'm going through.
How much input did the team have in making sure you guys had those OTAs, Ceedee?
I think the guys, played a huge role. Obviously, that us being out here, but just to have all the guys here, and having that family-oriented, I guess, organization, and we're trying to build something here. And the only way to start is in the offseason, and OTAs was a great start.
Sometimes they say guys take the biggest jump between year one and year two. How big a jump do you think you can take? How much better you think you can get in year two, especially with the benefit of OTAs having that for a full season?
I feel like the jump is definitely there. It's all in the future whether to gauge it. I'm excited about the future. Can't wait till the season, and but definitely OTAs has been a big plus for me, in my opinion.
Where do you see yourself needing to improve after a pretty impressive rookie campaign?
Critiquing myself on routes, getting a lot faster, stronger. It's a lot of things I feel like mentally that I can get better at. Learning the plays, more dissecting everything, coverages. The list could go on, and I'm always looking to find something to work on.
Specifically, what do you feel like? What areas of your game do you think you made biggest jumps in?
As of right now, I'm definitely learning and perfecting my craft as far as getting my routes again, and just doing a lot more studying. I feel like that's helped me a lot. To kind of learn my opponent, learn the defense, learning how they're playing, just kind of going in just the knowledge.
When you studied last year, do you look more at the plays you made or the plays you could have made?
Both, to be honest. I looked to see what it took for me to make, the plays that I've done, and kind of the thought process, go back to how I felt after the plays that I didn't make. And, that's not a great feeling. So just kind of remembering that feeling and remembering that time, just that split second of, good and bad, and separating it and just applying work to it.
Wow.
You talked a little bit about your offseason and things. How much stronger have you gotten just from being around here now for a full offseason and not, working out on your own or wherever you guys were before you started training camp?
It's definitely been helpful for me just because I feel a lot more, stronger, faster, and a bit more explosive. And Coach Harrell does a great job with us, just kind of, critiquing the workouts specifically for one another. And we go in there and attack it as a team. And I feel like the result's going to show itself come the season.
When you look at that wide receiver room, Ceedee, one of the impressions that someone gave me was, given how productive you guys are, that you typically expect bigger personalities like the Odells and the Dez, but this is a really quiet wide receiver room that you all collectively want to get better. What did you notice about that room? Is that sort of your impression of that group?
Yeah, I agree. The guys don't really talk much. Neither do I. But I'm kind of more of the joking, dancing around type, rather than Coop, MG, and the other guys in the room. I'm kind of, the younger. Well, now I'm still the younger brother, but it's just, just bringing energy and a vibe to the room. That's definitely what we're all about. Always winning, have a winning mindset, and I feel like together, once we all, lock it in, I feel like we could take a top off of anyone.
What was it like for you to, in regards to expectations, what was it like for you to come in as a rookie, first-round draft pick? You're giving that sacred number 88 jersey. What was it like for you to have those type of expectations going into your rookie season?
Going into my rookie season, I knew it was going to be a lot of pressure just off the number alone. Better yet, the play. The number I know is a huge addition here. The guys that have won it before me has been excellent at what they've done at their craft from their rookie year to their time leaving, and that's kind of what the foundation I'm trying to continue and lay down here. So for as long as I'm here, I'm definitely looking to give my all, and wearing that 88 jersey is definitely a reminder every day. Every time I look down, I see that jersey numbers, and just think about the legacy.
How much thinking is going on in your head when you make a play like you did today on that deep pass over AB, or is it just instinctual? Can you just walk us through your mentality when that ball's in the air and you're on the sideline as well?
I mean, as a typical receiver, I feel like if the ball is in the air, 50-50, the receiver is feeling like it's 100-0 our way. But as for me, obviously the same goes. But I'm looking to be more aggressive. Anytime I see the ball in the air, yeah, it's up.
Did you tweak some on that play?
Oh no, I'm fine. It was just little jog off.
So I see your bracelet. What are we getting the pop ready for on the deal?
You saw it today.
Ooh,
You saw it today. You saw it today.
Okay.
you saw it today, so get your popcorn ready. Couple of notes on there. He's right about the 88, with the exception of Antonio Bryant. Antonio Bryant, yeah, he didn't live up to the standards of 88. But listening to him talk about how helpful OTAs have been, and wishing that he had them last year. And this is the second person now we've heard. We've heard Lyle Collins earlier today, who has dropped about 10 pounds from his playing weight, where he normally plays at 223, is actually at 213, and doing so much better. Apparently last year, because of the injuries to the hips during the summer, he had carried too much weight and ended up leading to the hip surgery that he ended up having. But both of these players, and I'm assuming that most of the guys in there, and you recall, it's hard to think about, when Dak Prescott got injured, the reaction to everybody on the team. And for Dak to be doing the rehab there, and knowing that most of these guys have been working out at the facilities, and seeing Dak go through the struggles, and even during the season, Dak was still around as much as possible. And so for those guys to see him go from literally having his leg decapitated, I guess probably not the right term, but basically that's what happened, to seeing him get together and start walking after the surgeries, and now back out on the field. When you see something like that happen, it makes you realize, I tell you what, this is one of those things that I always say, count your blessings. And he's probably going to be mad that I said something about this, but, I've got bad knees. I've had 6 knee operations between my knees. I'm trying to hold out until I'm 60 to get my knee joint replaced, and I think I've done damage to my ACL. I won't find out till next Thursday when I get an MRI. And, I'm kind of hobbling around a bit and things, but I'm still doing what I need to do, as much as I can, and continue to do so. And so, you get a little bit of a pity party there, and you start thinking about that, when I had the flesh-eating bacteria, it took me 6 months to recover from it. Well, I don't have any room to complain, because my friend Stuart Morrison, who's going to be working with me, trying to educate me on fantasy football, he's in a wheelchair. So you have to learn to count your blessings, and knowing what Stuart goes through, and he's still working on trying to be able to walk again, I got no room to complain. In fact, I will get motivation from the work that he's put in, and realize the stuff I'm going through is minor. Look what this guy has to go through. And so for those players to see Dak go through that catastrophic injury, see him carried off on the cart, see his pain and everything else that he's dealing with, man, I ain't got room to complain. Look what this guy is doing to get back out on the field. Let me work harder. Lyle Collins is like, after what he's been through, there ain't nothing I won't do to protect him. And that, my friends, is gold. That is literally gold. I love it. And it seems like these guys are coalescing around each other. Now, we've seen Zeke Elliott being really, really elusive. I mean, literally faking out Jalen Smith. Pause. But seeming to have gotten a little bit more burst in his step. Ceedee Lamb, not out here, he's not doing an Odell Beckham, where Odell gets to Cleveland and says, we're going to be the New England Patriots for the next 5 years, and then proceeds not to show up for OTAs. These are voluntary, but all these guys have been there, and it sounds like he'd like to have some OTAs. You have to love that. So we've got some really great things. Oh, let me even add to this. Some of the guys that just got here. Keith Urban from Chicago, 6'8", I believe, really tall defensive lineman, a really good run stopper who understands his role and quite often takes on the double teams and understands taking on double teams, guys, it's dirty work. It's like playing the nose tackle, and that's why I'm going to show a lot of love for Quentin Bohannon, okay, in my defensive line. I'm going to get his jersey. I'm going to cook some extra barbecue for Quentin Bohannon and those guys for that defensive line. We got to come up with a name for those guys. They had the Hogs for Washington's offensive line. We got to figure out what we're going to call those guys, the dirty half dozen or whatever. But we got to take care of them. But see, Urban understands that I'm here to do the dirty work, to take on the double teams, to keep the linebackers clean so that way they can get the glory. It's not about me and my numbers. It's about the team. I love that. And so I'm going to finish this video up with something that happened today that was kind of crazy. And I was having some fun with it. But is this a foreshadowing, or am I just playing crazy? Because today, friends, I've got my fish pond out here, right? And it used to be a lot of times I would have the frogs would end up interrupting me, right? Burp, I used to say, and that's why I got different microphones, because you're burp, it's like, every time I got about to say something, burp, it's like, damn, frog. Come on, frog, give me a break. Can I get my video in, and then you can do your mating calls? So it was crazy, and if you follow me on Instagram, Cowboy Joe Boo, and on Twitter, on the Twitter, I'm Cowboy Joe Boo, and of course my website is Cowboy Joe Boo. Shameless plugs, okay? Just look up Cowboy Joe Boo and like it on everything. I'm not on TikTok. No, Philly 500's gone on TikTok. For why, I don't know, but I'm not on TikTok, okay? So around my pond this morning, I went out after I did my morning video. I fed the fish, and I was sitting there. And I always see a frog here and a frog there. But this morning, I had 3 frogs sitting here. Although it was actually even crazier, because as I looked even further, there was a frog over in the basket, another frog on the rock. So there was like 5 frogs out there. And I'm like, I have never seen that before. But these 3 frogs were just sitting there chilling, right? So I videotaped it. And I decided to have a little fun with it, right? Let me show you what I mean. Bud, Wise, Bud, Wise, Those are real frogs that live out here at my pond, and I'm hoping they're eating cicadas. Please eat some cicadas for me. So I did that, and I put it on the Instagram, right? Because it was fun. I remember the Budweiser commercial. It was only a few years ago, right? Budweiser. And lo and behold, somebody commented, I remember that ad. Wasn't that the last time the Dallas Cowboys won the Super Bowl? And I was like, the fuck? Was it that long ago? And I looked it up. And lo and behold, that was the last time the Cowboys won the Super Bowl. Don't ask me. I'm just saying. I'm just putting it out there. I'm just putting it out there that it's a coincidence, right? Just a coincidence. Bud, Wise, Bud, Wise, Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report.
You did one hell of a job, and the only thing else I got to say is, how about them Cowboys?
I'll see you guys later.